Here at Lake Okeechobee, day one. Really excited about today. Had a really good practice. Found several areas with some fish. Just hoping to get some really big bites, and you know, just gonna sling some Berkley plastics around and hope to land a few and get them in the boat. On boat 159, so I'm at the back of the pack, coming in at 5 o'clock. So it's gonna be a long day, it's gonna be a grind, but you know, just gonna fish hard and see what happens.
Bring it on, cowboy. Joey Cifuentes. Oh no. Oh no. You look like you need some support. That's it. Put them in there, man. Joey Cifuentes from Clewiston, Arkansas. Limit today, though, buddy. It only goes 8 pounds and 5 ounces, dude. This is Lake Okeechobee. It'll be okay. Sun will come out tomorrow. Yellow.
Just getting done here on Lake Okeechobee for the first stop of the year. A tough day today. You know, the first day it was a struggle just to get bites. Today I had a lot more keepers, but just couldn't put any big ones in the boat. Caught a ton of fish today, but it was just a real grind. But you know what? We're gonna learn from it. We'll move on to the next one and catch some fish there. But I want to tell you guys a couple baits that were key for me catching a lot of fish in the tournament. So the bait I use here, the Berkley Power Bait Wind-Up Worm. This bait has a little paddle tail on it, and it you know, when you get into Florida and you start getting into grass and stuff, you can throw this bait out and just wind it through the grass. It's really it puts off a lot of kick on the tail. And it really triggers those fish when they're spawning, when they're sitting in the grass, just feeding and stuff. So also had a Berkley Fusion 19 hook on right here. It's got a little keeper you screw on, and that's the kind of hook you want to use for this. It's got a wide gap, and just rig it up just like that with a 1/4 ounce weight, and just throwing that thing out there and winding it back. I had 100% fluorocarbon, Berkley 100% fluorocarbon, 20-pound test, and you want to use a decent sized line, because you never know, it's Florida, you could hook into a 8 or 10 pounder. So I had that on a 7.3 medium heavy. This is a Veracity rod by Abu Garcia, and had it paired up with a Revo Premier, just a 6:6 to 1 gear ratio reel. Most of the fish that I caught day 2 today, I caught them punching, and I was taking 1.25 ounce weight, and I had that on another Berkley Fusion 19 flipping hook and a bunker hog, Berkley Power Bait bunker hog. And this is an awesome. It's just got a slender body on it. It's real hardy on the thickness of the body is real hardy, so you can get your hook wedged in there. You don't have to worry about it coming out and getting hung in the grass or anything while you're punching or flipping and stuff like that. But this is just it's a really good setup for coming down to Florida and flip with, and not to mention that, you know, all Berkley Power Bait just catches more fish. It has it's got that scent on it that I really like. I'm a true believer in it. So I had that on just a 7.6 extra heavy rod, and I had a STX 8-to-1 gear ratio. I like to throw a faster gear ratio on my reel, just because you're flipping constantly and you want to pick up as much line, and when you hook one of those fish you want to get it in the boat as fast as you can. So those are my 2 setups that really worked for me. You know, didn't get those big bites, but I promise you, if I'd have run that bait by a big one, I would have caught it, and it just didn't happen for me. It's just, there's so much cover in Okeechobee, and it's tough to hit him in the head sometimes. So that's how my tournament went. I appreciate you guys watching.